Captain Marvel, 54% in the US. What's the drop in China? Hey there, it's Tom with Tom's Tech Show. Today, we're going to be looking at, of course, Captain Marvel in the second weekend drop, and just checking, what it is. Basically, we know the US, it was doing fairly well. The second weekend drop of 55%. So I think that's partly. It's fairly normal, I think, for a movie to have a 50% drop. Good movies will have only, 40% drops. So 55 is, it's past the halfway mark. So we'll see the next weekend as we're getting closer to Infinity or Endgame, what that number stays at, whether it's done at the box office when Endgame comes out, or if it's still straggling on. Like I said in another video, there's basically no competition for the next few weeks until Dumbo comes out, and that's another Disney property. But we'll see how that one does. It's Tim Burton. Sometimes Tim Burton movies don't do that well initially. He's hit or miss, definitely. So we'll see how that turns out. But the big thing that I wanted to look at is, we know this is 55% here. If it's another 55%, then it's only going to be down to 30 million, and another 50% will get it down to 15. So it may trail off more than that. It's at almost 800,000. So it may make the billion mark, but we're gonna, I think it's going to be close. The problem here is this $509 million. This $509 million was boosted basically over 100 million of that is China, right? China is a huge movie-going country. And if that number loses China, then the billion-dollar mark becomes extremely hard to reach. So what happened for the second weekend in China? Let's look. Okay. So we come down here to China, and we look. 72% drop for the second weekend. The Chinese seem to not really care about politics or agendas. It seems that if they see something and they don't like it, that word spreads very rapidly through the country, and people stop going to see it. Shall we address a different movie that had some similar problem? Oh yes, the record-setting Last Jedi with the 91.3% drop in the second weekend in China, whose movie did not even open at #1 in China because of knowledge of the film getting out around the world already, because it opened later than the other countries and the United States. So basically, it barely hung on to be in the theaters for a month. I think mostly it was pretty much out of the theaters within 3 weeks and done and out and gone, right, out of China. So are we getting the same thing? Are we going to get 2 months? Are we going to get 6 weeks out of Captain Marvel in China? I don't know. This is the number I think to watch, because this is seemingly to me to kind of be how really globally popular a movie is what the China box office is. And it seems also that the China population aligns more with the heavy, deep-rooted fan base of the United States. I'm going to have to see Captain Marvel when the Endgame marathon is going on. We're going to go to still hoping to get tickets, have all my scripts running to tell me when tickets are available. So Endgame, it's going to be the movie right before that. So we're probably going to see, at one point Infinity War, then Ant-Man and the Wasp, then Captain Marvel, then Endgame. So I'll see it then, because I really don't have any desire to see it right now. From the reviews, it's take it or leave it. Granted, there's all the controversy around Brie Larson, or whether, you know, I guess I'm the wrong race and skin color to really make an authoritative comment on what she's been saying, but um, I think that she's going to, if she's going to continue to be the lead, and I just saw a thing that said she signed a 7-movie deal with Marvel, so what I'm hoping is Captain Marvel and Endgame is 1 and 2, and then she'll be doing cameos kind of things in other films, just like Robert Downey Jr. did in like Spider-Man and, you know, Captain America, Civil War, and things like that. I'm hoping those kinds of things are going to happen if we can get those movie contract things out of the way as soon as possible. I also think that a different director may be something that will improve how she does. I think maybe if they do another Captain Marvel movie, that if we have a director that really understands, I mean, we're not going to get Patty Jenkins, right? We're not going to get her to come over to Marvel and be able to say, yeah, I'll do one of your female-led movies for you. I mean that would be awesome. I mean, that would be incredible what she did with Wonder Woman. I mean, there is no comparison. Even, I mean, I've watched Wonder Woman, you know, probably 5 or 6 times, and there's the moment, right, when she's at the ladder and in front of no man's land, and gets up, and, you know, they're telling her nobody can go out there, and she realizes, I can. Not because I'm an all-powerful woman and I can go do this. No, it's just because she has some special ability that she can go do it. Right? There's no woman or man or whatever. She has that ability to be able to do that and to lead. You know, it's the character, not what race, gender, skin color she is. Because basically through most of the movie, I mean, Chris Pine and her are back and forth on, you know, on their characters with how good they are, the line delivery, all of that. So just, I think the director is key. And I think maybe that's the problem here. I mean, some of the other movies that the director of this movie have done is, I haven't even gone to look at them. Maybe I'll make a video looking those up and kind of reviewing them. Maybe I'll watch them and get to understand what her background and everything is. But anyway, this one's more about the China. Video is supposed to be more about the China box office drop. 72.4%. That is not good. That is heading straight out. So if we get another 72.4%, or say even 60% next weekend, that's going to get it, you know, around 10 million in China, and then it'll probably be gone. So as much as, you know, the Chinese government is very oppressive, evidently the people understand fandom and what movies they like and don't like. All right. Well, that's this episode show for today. Just a little noting about that box office, and we'll keep watching. I'm sure everybody out on YouTube is going to be watching what that number is. And I mean, many of us were, I don't know if we were hoping for a failure. I think we were just hoping for a better film. That's the thing. I never wanted Captain Marvel to fail. I just wanted it to be really good, right? So, I mean, if you're talking about expectations and, oh, it didn't meet our expectations or whatever, I just wanted the movie to be good and to be really exciting and be on the level of many of the other origin stories. But evidently that's not the case. So like I said, I'll see it at the Endgame Marathon. So, all right. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you like this type of video, or videos about photography, or videos about technology, because I do technology things and it's my work and it's what I do, and you know, I gotta make videos. So then just subscribe to my channel, and we'll, I'll keep making them, and you can keep watching. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Take care.